Imagine this. A world built on tradition, loyalty, and quiet sacrifice is finally about to close its doors. Downton Abbey. The grand finale isn't just another period drama. It's the last chapter of a legacy. And trust me, this isn't going to be a gentle stroll down memory lane. It's going to hit where it really matters, both upstairs and downstairs. When I first saw the teaser, one line stood out. The Crawleys must embrace change as the next generation takes Downton Abbey into the future. But here's what often gets overlooked. The heartbeat of Downton was never just the Crawleys. It was the servants, the people who poured their entire lives into that house. And now, this is their story too. This finale isn't simply about wealth and scandal. It's about what happens when tradition collides with time, when those who've kept the Abbey alive realize the world outside might finally be calling. Take Carson. You can see it in his eyes. This isn't just another season for him. It's the weight of realizing that an entire way of life might be slipping away. Beside him, Mrs. Hughes. Steady, grounded, always the compass. Together, they've run that house like its soul and heartbeat. Maybe their ending won't be in service, but in peace. Just Charles and Elsie, side by side, finally free. Then there's Anna and Bates. No couple has carried more burdens, faced more heartbreak, or fought harder for a life of their own. And yet Anna's loyalty still ties her to Lady Mary. The question is, does she stay to support Mary through scandal, or finally step away and build something for her family? That choice could be the emotional core of this film. And what about Thomas Barrow? Once the villain, then the outcast, then a man finally brave enough to want acceptance. He left for a new life with Guy Dexter, but now he's back. Why? Maybe Downton still needs him. Maybe he's ready to prove that beneath all the ambition, what he really wanted was to matter. This could be his redemption arc. Then we have Mosley and Baxter. Both started in shadows, awkward, overlooked, or judged. But over time, they found trust, purpose, and maybe even love. They're symbols of second chances. I wouldn't be surprised if their ending takes them beyond the Abbey, into something more. Teaching, building, living freely. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, change is impossible to ignore. Mrs. Patmore still shouts her orders, but the air feels different. Daisy isn't the timid kitchen maid anymore. She's bold, sharp, ready to run things her own way. Andy's steady strength makes them a team with dreams bigger than polishing boots. Maybe a farm, maybe a home of their own. Their arc is all about roots and where to plant them. And Mrs. Patmore herself? She's fed everyone since the very beginning. Her food wasn't just meals. It was comfort. It was family. But time catches up to everyone. Maybe she'll hand the torch to Daisy. Maybe she'll finally rest. Whatever her ending, it's going to cut deeper than people expect. By the 1930s, houses like Downton were struggling. The Depression forced families to let go of staff. Machines replaced jobs. Education opened new doors. Servants weren't just losing work. They were choosing new lives. That's the storm behind this finale. Downton isn't falling apart because of one scandal. It's being chipped away by time, ambition, and change. And at the center of it all stands Lady Mary. Carson clings to the past, Branson pushes towards the future, and Mary, she's caught in between. The Crawleys may hold the title, but it's the servants who hold the soul of the Abbey. So, this isn't just the end of a show. It's a farewell to a way of life. Every servant, Carson, Hughes, Anna, Bates, Barrow, Mosley, Baxter, Daisy, Patmore, Andy, each of them has carried Downton in their own way. And now, finally, they'll step into the spotlight. Downton Abbey wasn't built on titles. It was built on sacrifice, on loyalty, on everyday lives that history books would never mention. And this finale is about giving them the goodbye they deserve. When the lights dim at Downton, it won't just be the Crawleys I'll be watching. It'll be every servant who made that house a home. So tell me, whose story are you most excited to see end on their terms? Drop it in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe. Because when this film finally lands, we'll be right back here talking about every goodbye, every last look, and every door that closes for good. Because this time, it's not just about saying farewell to Downton. It's about watching the people who served finally step into the light.